Hi there and Happy New Year. Welcome to my kitchen. Really good to see you guys. And how's your Christmas and your New Year's been? Have you had an epic time? I have had a sensational time. This is the first New Year's in my entire life where I haven't put on about 5 kilos in weight. If anything, I've actually lost weight over New Year's, and that's why I thought I would come on here tonight and show you what I've been eating. Tonight I'm making something that has been really well received on Facebook and on Instagram as well. I've had like hundreds and hundreds of likes on the photo. It's a low-carb chocolate walnut brownie, and I really wanted to show you the recipe because it's kind of sneaky. If you want the kids to eat more vegetables, you need to make this as well because there's no flour in here, there's no sugar except for a little bit of stevia and some sugar-free chocolate. And the key ingredient in here is this little beauty, black beans. So the bulk of this recipe is made from beans, and the cool thing about that is it means you're getting extra fiber and protein and all sorts of goodness into your diet. You're getting calcium, magnesium. There's a whole bunch of really good minerals in black beans, and you can't tell that there's beans in it. That's the best part. So firstly, hello, kia ora rangi, nice to see you. Hi Lynn, Happy New Year to you. I'm really excited about seeing less of you in 2018 as well. How's your keto diet going? I hope you're doing really well. Abby Leaf, hello to you. Cam Brown, Ricardo Simic, lovely to see you as well. Happy New Year, guys. Seren Chand, Mario Ramiro, good to see you guys. So I've got an entire can of black beans. And here's the thing, I'm not really a fan of beans. So when I first started researching this over the last few months, I thought, really? And then I thought, no, I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to put my big girl pants on and make it and see what it's like. And it was really good. I've tried this recipe a few times. I've made a few tweaks because some of the recipes that I sort of research and try, they kind of overpromise and underdeliver. And so I thought I'm going to try this and turn it into my own version of this recipe. Into here, I'm cracking 2 eggs as well. So this is really loaded with protein. So this is really good for you. So beans and eggs. Sounds delicious. Chaz Livermore and Leanne Walton, happy New Year to you. Tracy James, Debbie Curtis, Licia Burford. So good to see you guys. Oh, a little bit of eggshell. This is absolutely decadent. Now I want you guys to stick around because when you see how this ends up and it turns out into a perfect chocolate brownie, you're going to be a little bit amazed because when I first tried it, I seriously thought, what's it going to be like beans? Seriously? Got a hand blender because I don't have one of those bench top, like a kitchen whiz or anything like that. And I'm going to start blending this up right now because once you get all the ingredients in here, it becomes really thick. And I want to make this as easy as possible. By the way, the recipe link I have shared with you in the newsfeed already. Or you can go to moniquebradley.tv and you can click on the recipe, should be on there, or it will be on there at the very least. Okay, we're going to add in here all the yummy, tasty bits. So we've got, this is my vanilla essence, my bottle cracked. So I had to rescue it and put it into a nice container. So yeah, this is super good and it's super healthy. When I was researching the difference between, like, if you want to add protein into your diet, you get, I can't even remember, but from 100 grams of beef, you get way more protein from 100 grams of beans. So I thought that was pretty amazing. We're going to add into here, next thing we're going to add, cocoa powder. You can also add cacao if you prefer cacao, if you want to add something a little bit healthy. Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh, Lynn, good to hear. Slowly but surely was good over the holidays. Really no change in weight. Hey, congratulations. And Maddie, hi. Good to see you. Good to see you guys on the stream. I'm going to put in here 5 tablespoons of cocoa. Cacao will give you extra antioxidants, but look, I didn't have any in the cupboard. Cocoa was on special when I bought it last. So how many is that? Is that like 4? That's 4? I'll put a little bit extra. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Make it extra chocolatey. Right, we've got vanilla essence in there. We've got cocoa in there. Now, there's no flour in here and there's no milk either. So it's quite an unusual kind of recipe. And I know I'm using a lot of spoons, but as I always say in these streams, my kitchen, my rules, I'm gonna add in here 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. Oh, so good. I normally keep it in the fridge at this time of year, but I've had it out on the bench and it's turned into liquid, which is kind of good because it makes it easier to use. Right, I've got that out of the way. I'm gonna add in here, the raising agents in here are baking powder and baking soda. So I'm gonna put in here 2 teaspoons of baking powder. This is seriously such a good recipe. It's kind of a surefire, fail-safe kind of recipe. It's guaranteed to work. It's that good. And, oh, Matty Blythe said it's not working. What's not working? Oh, I'm not sure there. Rangi Barnett, kia ora Monique. Kia ora to you, Rangi. How was your new year? Good to see you doing lots of lives, by the way. I'm going to put in here 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Now for sweetness, I'm going to add in some Natvia. I use Natvia for all my baking. I don't use any artificial sweetener. Natvia is made from plants, so it's a really nice, natural, safe sweetener. You can use anything you like. You could use coconut sugar if you prefer to use that. Just make sure you test the recipe and adjust it, because some of the different sweeteners can actually give you a different kind of result. So you just want to do a bit of testing before you make this and serve it to your friends and your family. Okay, I'm going to put in here 3 and a little bit. Now, depending on how much sweetness you like, probably 3.5 for this. And the cool thing is, for those of you who are sugar sensitive, there is this won't mess with your sugar levels, because it's really low in carbs. Like, there's 0 carbohydrates in here, and yeah, it's just completely natural, so that's what we like. Okay, we've got that. The other thing we're going to add into this, and this will make it kind of fudgy and creamy and yummy, I've got left in here about 1/2 cup of no added sugar baking bits from Healtheries. These are chocolate drops. I'll show you my hand. And they are delicious, and there's no sugar, and the only sugar that's in here is stevia to sweeten these chocolate drops. They have a dark chocolate version as well, but I'm a real dairy milk kind of gal. So there we go, I've got about 1/2 cup in there. And, oh, hello, Debbie Curtis, who said, good news over the holidays, Abby and I didn't gain any weight as well. This is awesome. Well done to you guys. I'm so proud of you. Like I said, this is seriously my first time in my whole life where I didn't put on at least, 3 to 5 kilos. In fact, I think I've lost 1 or 2. So this is great. And I've been eating food like this the entire holidays. So really cool. The other thing I'm going to add in here, and I'm not being too particular about it, is about 1/2 cup of walnuts as well. Walnuts are incredibly good for your brain. Walnuts, pistachios, and almonds are the 3 nuts that are the highest in protein, and they're the lowest in calories as well. So all I'm going to do is blitz all that up. So if you've just joined the stream, I have got in here a can of black beans, some coconut oil, some cocoa, vanilla essence, Natvia, which is made from stevia as a sweetener. I've got some baking powder. Oh yeah. I've got some baking soda, and then I've just added in some chocolate drops, which are also low carb, and some walnut pieces. Oh yeah. Now you notice all the black beans here have everything's started to go all creamy and delicious. Wasim Raja, hello, nice. Nice, I'm glad you like it. Hello Geraldo as well, nice to see you. Abby, was that a teaspoon or a tablespoon of which ingredient? If we're talking about baking powder, we added in 2 teaspoons. The recipe link should be in the newsfeed there for you as well. Baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon. Right, mixing that all through. And basically, you want to mix it until it's all smooth. So it just looks like a normal chocolate cake mix. Looking pretty good. Oh, that's so good. I can still see a few bits and pieces in there, so I'm just going to sludge it up a bit more. That, I think, is pretty much done. Oh, nice. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, that's so good. Oh, seriously, that's really tasty. So when you look at it, it just looks like a normal kind of chocolate cake recipe. The cool thing about this is as a low carber, this hits all the marks. The things that you're looking for when you're a low carber is what I call PPFF, plant, protein, which you've got in there. You want fats and fiber. And that is exactly what you've got in this one chocolate recipe. Crazy, and it tastes like chocolate cake. It's exactly the same. Right, rubber scraper. I have to admit to you guys that I'm kind of drooling a little bit, as I do with most of my recipes, because I can smell it and it's absolutely delicious. And it is a fantastic recipe. So when I've been eating this, because I've been eating this for breakfast or for lunch, and it's really filling. In fact, Pete and I had this for brunch yesterday, and we didn't have anything to eat until dinner time at about 6:30. So it's quite sustaining as well. We had it for brunch with whipped cream. Yum. Whipped cream, and that was sweetened with a little bit of stevia, and I love vanilla cream, so I put a bit of vanilla in it as well. Now, every week I do live streams like this. I have a private Facebook group for people who are wanting to transform their health or transform their bodies. You can find all the details by going to my website, which is moniquebradley.tv. You can sign up. There's a little subscription fee. I think it's a couple of bucks a week, and I share in there a new recipe that I use in my daily diet. You also get a copy of my PDF download cookbook as well, which is amazing. And I'm about to launch a revised version, which I think will end up with about 50 recipes in there. And they're all recipes I eat every day. In fact, I run out of time to eat them all because they're so good, and you end up with your favorites and you just want to eat them every day. It's truly amazing. And they benefit your health. So you know when you kind of get a bit bajiggity and you go, oh, I don't know what to eat, got nothing to eat. There's no more excuses, because you don't need any special ingredients. It's just things from your pantry or your fridge, and these will help you if you are concerned about your weight, if you're getting bloating, if you're getting the paunch in the middle of your body where you're kind of getting the overhang. My stomach was way bigger than my boobs, and now you can see. This is my first day actually wearing a singlet like this on camera. A little bit excited about it. Just got to taste that. I mean, seriously, you cannot tell that that is low carb, and you cannot tell that that is made of beans. I'm going to put that to one side because I will lick that when I get off camera. Oh, man. Oh, that is so good. Oh, yeah. Honestly, Lynn, you are going to love these new recipes. Oh, so good. Oh, Matty, you found the stream. Natvia, 3.5 tablespoons, 3 to 3.5. You might want to, just going to try that. Seriously good. You might need to judge on your own when you're making it. If you like it a little bit sweeter, add a little bit more. It's not going to kind of mess too much with your glycemic index or anything like that, because Natvia is such a wonderful product, and it's so, like, there's no carbs in it. So you get all that goodness of that sweet fix that we love without kind of that glycemic hit, which kind of messes with our sugar levels, and that's really what affects our health, especially when you're carbohydrate intolerant like I am. Oh, now speaking of which, if you are thinking that, you've tried every weight loss method like I have over the years, so in my journey, I used to be 110 kilos in weight. And then in 8 months, I went down to 42 kilos. I actually developed an eating disorder, and I had a really screwed up relationship with food. And that lasted for more than 20 years. Over that time, I went back up to 80, 90 kilos, and it's only really over the last sort of year that I've been trying to explore weight loss, not from a I want to be skinny, you know, posh spice skinny or anything like that, but from a how do I maintain a healthy body and a healthy lifestyle and a healthy mind. And it was really learning about the food that fuels me and the food that inflames me. That's been a huge learning curve. So, you know, over the years, I've done diets, you know, I would have, you know, got big again. And then I would go on a kind of a crash course diet and, you know, drink protein shakes. And of course, you're guaranteed to lose weight because you're cutting out so many other calories, or you're cutting out food groups in some respects. And that's not a healthy way to live either. If you need to, what I'm learning is it's actually about adding things into your diet to find your way back to a healthier you. And once you find that, you'll start to find the foods that inflame you because they'll cause bloating. You might have symptoms of IBS, which is what I had for 20 years. So, you know, at least 2 to 3 times a week, I'd be up in the middle of the night with stomach cramping, and I'd be on the toilet, and you get the idea. Well, this way, it's a way of kind of learning what your body needs to function in an optimal way without having to dose yourself up with, you know, all these extra protein shakes, without having to take a whole lot of medication. Basically, food has become my medicine, and it's healed my relationship with food. So the eating disorder I had back in the day, gone. I get up in the morning and I think, what are all the wonderful things I can eat today? How many different ways can I cook cauliflower? Which is actually a different recipe that I'm doing at 7:30 in my private group as well. If you want to find more about that, head to my website, moniquebradley.tv. So yeah, it's been a beautiful ongoing journey, and now I've really decided to commit to sharing what I've learned, especially as, you know, I'm going to be 45 this year, so I'm heading up to that menopause age. And most of the women I know who are in this age bracket are already starting to get those signs of, you know, the expanding waist or the expanding hips or whatever. And people are coming to me going, yeah, but how do you still lose weight? I can't do anything because of menopause, or I can't do anything because of my health. Not true. I will argue till I am blue in the face that you can do something, because I am proof that it's possible. Even though genetically, in my family, we're predisposed to obesity. So how do you change that? Well, it's about learning about your body and your genes, and that, like I said, that difference between food that inflames or food that fuels. And everybody is slightly different. So there's no one size fits all, but it's about finding what works for you. This is something that works for my body. Chocolate and walnuts. I mean, seriously? So you saw how hard that was. It was super, super easy, to be fair. Throw a few walnuts on top. Now, walnuts incredibly, incredibly good for the brain. So all of the nuts and right across the board all have different health benefits. So all you need to do is you look at what the nut actually looks like, and it kind of represents what it's good for. So almonds are really good for the eyes. There you go. I'm going to push those in a little bit. Now I have preheated my oven to 180 degrees. Oh, accidentally got some on my fingers. Thanks for the job. That's going into the oven now. That'll be cooked in about 12 minutes, to be precise, in my oven. 180 degrees on fan bake. I'll pop that in here now. And you'll know when it's cooked, if you're a baker like I am, love baking, you know when it's cooked, because here's one I prepared earlier, by the way. When you put a knife into the center, it will come out clean. You don't want to overcook it either, because it can go a little bit dry, so you need to work between 12 to 15 minutes depending on your oven. So how would I serve this? Straight out of the oven is amazing. It is truly delicious with cream. Why wouldn't you? So here you go. Oh, there's my knife there. And seriously, this is good for your body. That's what I love about it too. So I'm going to serve myself up a nice, oh, that's so good. Nice wedge here. Oh, I mean, look at that. Bit crumbly there, but we likes it. And that is loaded with tasty goodness. Go to the kitchen. What do you need out of here? A little bit of pouring cream. All right, as always, I have a guest in the studio all the time who is my official taste tester. And if you haven't met him before, it's my partner, Pete. So I'm going to get him to come on over and give you guys the official lowdown on what's it like. Oh, I hope it's good. Mix up a little bit of cream with a little Natvia. Hey, by the way, guys, I don't get paid to tell you about these products. I share them because they've worked for my health. And my goal with any of these streams and my private group as well on Facebook is I am tired of, I got tired of feeling crook. I got tired of feeling like rubbish. And I want to share what's worked for me and what's helped me find my way back to health and to happiness. Because you know what it's like when you crook all the time, it affects your mental state as well. So I really wanted to do something good, and now I'm paying it forward to you guys by sharing with you what's worked for me. Oh, plug that in. And if you are feeling less than fabulous, have you ever considered, it might not be your work, it might not be, you know, a bad relationship, it might not be the state of the economy, it might be what you're eating. Oh yeah, here we go. As always, I shall bring over Mr. Pete Ward to try it all out. Pete, do you want to come on over? Oh yeah, a little bit of cream like that. Now that, you've got all fat, good fats, you've got protein, fibre, you've got a plant base in the recipe as well because it's made from beans. So this is a really, really good recipe for you. Okay, Pete Ward, are you ready? Go, go, go.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh, Rachel Thompson said, looking hot, girl. It's actually quite hot in the kitchen today too. Oh, yes, Lynn, you're going to love the recipes as well. So good. Oh, hi, Jason Whitford. Nice to see you. Hi, Shivani. What do you mean you wish? What do you mean? Okay, come on over. What do you reckon? Is it good?
Something a bit more.
What do you think?
Okay.
Is it right?
You might think it's weird because, you know, it looks all chocolatey. It's made out of beans. Right? With an open mind, you actually can't tell. Like, literally cannot tell. If I know that what it is, I know it's black beans, so I walk in there going, yep, okay, cool. First time I tried it, the other day, testing, I was like, I'm not sure. Okay, if you did not know, you would think it was just a softer, gentler, crumblier version of a brownie, and it's got all the taste. It's slightly different, but it's still got all of the yummy taste. But then, of course, you smear the cream all over it, and
That's so good.
You just can't tell anyway. So actually, seriously, big tick. And I still can't get over that I'm eating stuff like this.
And you're losing weight.
And it's good for me.
Yeah.
I can't, like, we had 3 big lumps of worth of it, like that much, you know, for brunch
breakfast.
with a whole lot of cream on it. You can't tell me that that's seriously, you know, you couldn't get away with that if it was normal. You'd be like, oh, all slodgy and blotchy.
Yeah. So it is really good, eh? It is slodgy and blotchy. Oh, yeah. Abby just said, hey, Mr. Pete.
Hey,
oh, and Maddie said, hi, Pete. Yum.
Yeah.
Debbie Curtis as well. It is so good. Now, the cost of it isn't too bad either. Probably the most expensive ingredient in there would be Natvia, but you're only using a tiny bit. I'll just try a bit more.
Yeah, sure. All right, I'm gone. Yep, cool.
But seriously, it's so good. Oh, Shivani just said, I wish I would eat it instead of Pete eating. Shivani, come on over. We're just at home. I've got another live stream coming up at 7:30 where I'm making, so excited about it. This is in my private group on Facebook. I'm making the best low-carb mac and cheese, which you can make in about 8 minutes. But I'm going to talk it through, and it's really good for your body. I made it earlier today for Pete, and he had an out-of-body experience. So, yeah, really good recipes. The best part is they positively support my health. They have helped me lose weight even over Christmas, where normally everybody gains weight, right? I've lost weight over Christmas, and my size 12 jeans are now getting too big for me, and I'm now smaller than I was when I was at intermediate. So there you go. I weigh less than when I was 12. So that's why I really wanted to share this with you. You can eat this for breakfast without feeling guilty. You can eat it for lunch. Remember, it's got protein, it's got good fats, it's got fiber in there, and the best part is it's got plant, because you're loaded with a whole can of black beans in there. So if you're concerned about the kids not eating enough fiber or not enough plant in their diet, this is a great way to conceal the vegetables. So there you go. That's a little bit of recipe love from me. If you want the recipe, it's there. The link should be in the newsfeed. Scroll down the newsfeed and you should be able to find it. Or you can head to my website, MoniqueBradley.tv, to find out more. Hey, thank you guys so much. I love doing this, and thank you to Pete, and I love being with you guys, sharing success about weight loss and finding your way to optimal health. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, for all the people in my group, see you guys shortly. See you, ka kite. Oh, so good. So good. I'm gonna have some more.